Hey everyone, it's Darren here, and today let's talk about how to overcome procrastination. So the first thing you need to recognize is that building these habits to overcome procrastination is all built upon volume and repetition. So you really need to put the work in to really repeat these actions in order for it to stick as a habit. Another thing is that the brain is going to release dopamine in anticipation of reaching a certain goal. So that's why it's easier to finish working on something that you've already made some progress in rather than starting a new task that's going to be difficult for yourself to start. And so what I want to do is introduce a 3-step plan that's going to be very simple to help you start doing work, maintain that work, and increase the longevity of overcoming procrastination. The first tip here I have is to implement a second brain, right? Throughout the day, you can have a bunch of assignments and homework assigned to you by teachers, and it's going to be hard to keep track of all of them if you don't have a way to keep track of them. And so I recommend you use something like Google Calendar or sticky notes or a plan or anything like that just to keep track of all the assignments, and so you can have a visualization of the kind of work that you need to get done. And it's also a measure of your progress, and there's a clear workflow that you can work through the difficulty of the assignments, and it's going to make starting the work much easier. Now, to go along with this, the second tip is going to be progressive overload. So now that you've organized all your work, how are you actually going to put in the time and actually start doing the work, but you don't feel like doing it? Well, I want you to recognize that, say before a due date, when you procrastinate and you leave something till the last second and you have 1 hour till the assignment is due, you're going to get a rush of anticipation and adrenaline. You're going to finish that assignment. It's going to be easier because you're going to get instant gratification, you can get instant results, and you know that you have that pressure behind you to finish that assignment. And that's why you need to set voluntary restrictions through Parkinson's law. Really cut your time into blocks and restrictions for yourself, and then complete the assignments from there. But how you're going to implement this using progressive overload is you're first going to sit down and set a timer, right? And you're going to work until you lose focus, right? You find it hard to really focus on the work, comprehend the work, and overall you're just getting distracted maybe by your phone. So you're going to set a timer, stop the timer when you get distracted, and then take a little break. When you come back, you're going to repeat these same actions and try to beat your time from before. And so this is going to gamify the work, and it's going to make things much easier for the long run. Now, the final thing is reinforcement, right? You need to really tie your actions to a reward or your actions to a punishment. Now, let's say you resist procrastination by implementing progressive overload. You can reward yourself with something like extended breaks or maybe a little bit of candy. Now, let's say you give in to procrastination. You're aware of it, except you're voluntarily just putting off the work. You might give yourself a punishment, whether that be less screen time, deleting your social media, or something like that can always be proven to be effective. You also want to reflect on your experience of completing that work, because you need to recognize that as a human being, whether you're burned out or not, you need to realize your own limitations, right? So reflecting is very important for being mindful of that. And so you can really tap into the components of your own capabilities and being able to make it easier for yourself to complete work in the future. That's all I have for today. If you guys learned something, make sure you subscribe and comment down below, and thank you for watching.